What's up, y'all? Shaman the Shank back at you with another one, and we're back on the buck roll, baby. I got another beautiful, beautiful buck to show you today. And I know in the past I've talked about having some safe queens, and this one is definitely a safe queen. I really don't see myself carrying this one. It was kind of an impulse buy when I bought it, but it was so beautiful I had to get it. And this knife was actually the first release in 2024 for the buck of the month in January. And without further ado, let me get right into it. The Buck 117 Brahma. Man, oh man, look at this beaut, y'all. Absolutely beautiful. Like I said, this is like the step down in size from the 119. And, you know, as I said, this was a special offering from Buck in January to kick off the year. And this one is coming in, you know, it has your basic, you know, 117 configurations, 4.5-inch blade, a weight of, I think, 5.5 ounces, I believe I read. And the cool thing about this one is that, of course, you know, it's got the S35 VN on it, and it's got the brass pommel and guard, and it's got that beautiful, gorgeous Dymalux cherry wood handle on there. Man, oh man, ain't that tasty. This is a beautiful knife, guys. And of course, you know, there was only 500 of these made in this actual, you know, setup, you know, and mainly pretty much this is a pro with just a special, you know, pommel guard, and you know, of course, that cherry wood thrown on there because you know you can't get that on the actual website. But it also came with a certificate of authenticity. Only 500 of these were made in this, you know, this setup. But yeah, guys, it is an amazing little knife. And like I said, you know, I really can't see myself carrying this. I don't know why I say that. I guess because I just like I said, you know, I like my bigger knives. I like a knife. I like to carry as much blade as I can within reason. But this knife would be ideal for like small game, you know, if you're, you know, rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting, whatever it may be. I mean, it'd be a great fishing knife as well. It's great to get out, you know, little fixed blade on your side if you know you're jumping on different ponds and stuff like that. But this would be an ideal knife for that. And actually, they have I think it's the Buck 102 Woodsman that comes in right under this, which I think it drops down the blade about an inch. And that weight goes from 5.5, I believe, down to like 2.6 ounces. So it's a pretty substantial jump down. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful knife. And if this knife does intrigue you, it actually, you know, this knife isn't, it's sold out. Because I mean, it actually sold out pretty quickly. After I pulled the trigger on it, within an hour, it was already gone. But yeah, I'm really glad to have it in my collection. It just sits in there looking pretty, but hey, I ain't mad at it. But yeah, beautiful knife, guys. But if this knife does intrigue you, Buck does have the 117 Brahma on there. Of course, you know, it's pretty much the same tiers. There's 3 tiers to every, you know, 100 design on there. Of course, you know, you're going to start off with the phenolic handles and the 420HC, you know, steel on that. And I think that one comes in like, I think around $74.99 or something like that, in that range. And of course, you know, just like, you know, with the Buck 120 that I had on here a couple videos ago, that one comes with the Coco Bolo, you know, nickel pommel and guard, and it jumps that up to D2 steel. That's that, you know, that secondary line. And of course, if you want to go pro with it, you get that S35 VN as this bad boy has, and you get that green OD micarta with the nickel pommel and guard as well. So there's definitely options out there for you. Beautiful, beautiful little knife, guys. And just to show you, you know, kind of in size comparison, how the size changes drastically from this, because it is pretty insane. Of course, I've got, you know, my trusty truck knife right here, my basic, you know, Buck 119. I keep in my center console. And you got its smaller brother, the 117 beside of it. And like you see, guys, it is day and night. Like, I mean, this makes the 119 look like the 120. I mean, it is insane, the size difference. But hey, that's all good, man. You know, it's just you know, 2 different knives for, you know, whatever you feel the need, or whatever you think, you know, you could use it for out, you know, wherever you are. But this would be a great little outdoor knife, great little camp knife. You know, if this is more, you know, suiting your needs. And of course, you know, you got that 102 option if you want to drop it down. I think when you go to the 102 option, from what I'm, you know, kind of getting, I've never held a 102, but from holding this, you know, and seeing that it drops down to that 4-inch range, it kind of seems like it would be like a fixed blade version of the Buck 110, because I mean that Buck 110 is right there at a 4-inch blade, you know, and with that being a 4-inch blade, it seems like, you know, if you wanted to carry a fixed blade but you still wanted, you know, kind of the same blade length as a 110, that would definitely be your option. And this would be a great option too. I mean, it's just you know, a half an inch longer, but of course, you know, it's got a little bit more weight on it. But like I said, I think that weight varies. I think if you did get this in a phenolic handle, I think the weight would drop down very, very substantially. Because I mean, even to bring this Buck 119 out, I haven't reviewed this yet. I definitely need to, because I mean, even though I've already reviewed 2 119s, the OG, the basic one, definitely needs review within itself. But definitely, you know, from handling my custom and that Alaskan guide, you can definitely tell a substantial weight difference with that phenolic handle on there. But definitely, guys, absolutely beautiful. Definitely check it out. And I'm trying to think of what else I want to say about this bad boy right here, other than it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is beautiful. And like I said, guys, it's probably going to sit in that safe looking pretty. I ain't going to lie to you, but it is a beautiful knife. If I ever did decide to carry a 117, I would probably get back on there and get like get a phenolic, or, you know, depending upon how that D2 turns out on that 120. But, you know, I got to get out there and use that bad boy to kind of see how it does. But I would probably opt for the phenolic in a knife this size, you know, because it seems like a knife you just put in the sheath, slap on your side, and, you know, head on out, jump the ponds, or get out there and, you know, mess around in the woods. And also, speaking of sheaths, it came with a beautiful distressed leather sheath, kind of like just like the one my custom did. Pretty much, I think all of their, you know, special releases, like, you know, Buck of the Month, if it's a fixed blade, it comes in one of these distressed sheaths. It's kind of like a nice suede material. You know, it's a beautiful sheath, you know, and I would have no problem hanging that on the belt. And there's very little wiggle in there. There is a little bit of wiggle, nothing like my custom sheath. For some reason, that bad boy just sticks in there and stays solid. And I don't really see any kind of difference in the sleeve. I don't know what it is. Maybe they just, you know, put a little magic on it for it being a custom. But guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful knife. And like I said, you know, if this knife, you know, in general does, you know, tickle your fancy, you definitely have some options on there. And, you know, if you want to go a little bit smaller than this, a little bit lighter, you got that 102 Woodsman in there as well. But in my opinion, you know, if you're going to go that small of a knife, I mean, I would just rather have a pocket knife or something like that, you know, in my pocket. But hey, we're all different, and that's what makes it cool, man. You know, there's a knife out there for everybody, no matter what you do, no matter what your job is, no matter what your hobbies are. There's definitely a knife for you. And I to be honest with you, I really think everybody should carry a knife of some sort and fashion. But, you know, don't tell my wife that, because like I said, I tried to buy her that Buck Budgie, and she wasn't feeling it. But, you know, like I said, she's warming up to it. It's in her car, sitting there, you know, getting dust on it. But hey, you know, it's the thought that counts, guys. It's the thought that counts. But guys, pretty much that's it. I mean, I just wanted to get on here and share this beaut with you. You know, she's definitely gorgeous, man. Great blade still. And like I said, you know, you can definitely get this same blade still. But you know, I actually got this it was a bargain. You know, if I was in the market, or if you were in the market for like a pro in this, you were getting this pretty much $20 cheaper than you would, you know, getting the basic pro on the website, jumping up that price to like $169, and I got this at $149, and there's only 500 made. And of course, it has that cool, you know, the brass pommeling guard and that gorgeous Diamond cherry wood. So yeah, I'm glad to have it in my collection. Like I said, and it's probably going to sit in that safe looking pretty. But aside from that, guys, you know, that's about it. If you guys have any questions about it or anything like that, I mean, I'll be happy to answer them. You know, you guys can leave comments all you want to, ask away, and I'll definitely answer if I can. If I can, I'll definitely do my best to put you in the right direction for it. But yeah, guys, the Buck 117 Brahma 2024 January Buck of the Month. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Buck really knocks them special releases out of the park for the most part, in my opinion. And this is one I just saw, and it just caught my eye, and I just had to jump on it. But yeah, guys, that's about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and that's about it. You know, I really don't have anything else to say about it except it's absolutely beautiful, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want it, if you want this configuration, if you want this size of fixed blade, get on buckknives.com, and I guarantee you'll find one that fits your needs. But guys, have an excellent rest of your day. And just like this little bugger right here, she's super sharp, and you need to stay sharp.